Otaku Podcast, everybody. We're about to do our chapter reviews. We're going to start with My Hero Academia, chapter 257.
Yep.
Anybody got the title on that?
Pass it forward to whomever.
Pass it forward to whomever.
Yeah.
That is the perfect chapter title because basically they just reveal, hey, look, One for All ain't that special. We just been passing it to some bum ass niggas, really.
Like, okay, that's actually like a big deal. Like, I'm pretty sure no one thought that it would be like this, like basic, practically. I mean, like there's really no hype to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also considering, like, I guess these other quirks aren't going to be that big of a deal. Like, I hope that actually remains true, to be honest. Because, like, everyone was so scared of, like, Deku just becoming too OP, got too many quirks, too many stuff to think about. But if they super basic, then I guess it really don't matter. And it's still just going to fall on the, super strength, super speed. I guess homie's going to be able to fly now, but, whatever. He's just like weak Superman, I guess.
See, I feel like this. Well, first, yeah, okay, I guess I'm going to say this. So they reveal another power, and it's the ability of flight. And then Bakugo literally flame every nigga power for being lame as shit. So, like, I just feel like this is that almost none of these powers are going to be super useful. Because if you just stop and think about how powerful All Might is,
right?
Legitimately no power that's been listed so far is actually worth a damn if you have All Might power. Like, I can float. What? That nigga All Might so fast, so fast, you think that nigga flying.
That's what I was going to say. The nigga can just jump into the air and fucking jump off the air going forward. Exactly. He basically can fly already.
That nigga Sanji, like, what? That'd be like, Sanji, we about to give you a backpack. What? For what, nigga? What do you need a jetpack for? I can kick wherever I need to go, So, like, I think it's goofy. This is what I would like, and I still keep with this. Like, we got to forget, the first quirk is still there. The ability to pass your quirk on. Right. So maybe if Deku get that, maybe he can give those quirks away. Like, who would do good with the float quirk? Uraraka. So at least she's not sick while she's flying. But, hey, Uraraka, I'm as strong as All Might, so I don't need this lame-ass quirk. Here, you take it. Or even like, hey, Todoroki, all of us can basically fly. You can't. Here, take this floating quirk.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good thought. I mean, if anything, it'll definitely be like super shonen-y, just be like everybody work together, under me, so we could actually achieve this objective. That's great. I'm just thinking like I think overall this is a positive for pretty much the audience that was going to get scared of Deku becoming too OP, which I was definitely a part of too. So I'm actually glad they kind of worded it / like made the story this way. So I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the end of the day, the nigga's still going to be OP once he fully develops One for All.
Well, I mean, like for the strength and power, for like the strength and speed, sure. But I mean, you never know. Like effing like Buddy with just like the black hair and like the high neck. I mean, like what if his power was literally effing, bendy fingers, like effing Buddy before, right? He could just effing bend his fingers back like a little bit more than usual. I
mean, that would mean that the nigga can go 100% with his fingers and won't get his shit broken.
Wow.
I get them gum joints.
All right, that was a good one. But in any case, did anyone else get pissed about like Bakugo actually being like this again, like tsundere kind of like petty stuff though? I felt like it was completely unnecessary.
I will never not be tired of Bakugo tsundere ass. Like, fucking stop, Bakugo.
I don't even pay attention to that nigga shit anymore. I just fucking glance right over it.
Right. I mean, like, I don't know. It just felt like just a waste of words. It's like, did you really need to say that? Like, oh, your next palace flight, I already had that. I got something over you. Like, really? You really thinking about that hard?
Bakugo definitely got little dick syndrome.
Damn.
You can't really be mad at him because, like, All Might his like we gotta remember All Might his idol, and he basically chose this other nigga over him. And he also a child, so children do stupid shit. But man, oh man, I just wish I could teleport into the My Hero universe, not to be like some super powerful nigga, like just to jaw Bakugo. Like, bro, shut your
I
bitch
knew you were
ass.
gonna say that shit.
I don't care if he blow me up after. I'm like, bro, I wanted to be the nigga that finally said, "Hey, Bakugo, you a bitch," and stole on him.
I mean, but his mama basically did that all his life though, so it doesn't really gonna change anything.
I think he need one more nigga to check him outside his mama. Just one more. It was almost Best Genius, but then they had to go kill my man's off. So.
Turn that nigga into a fresh pair of pants and said, "Keep it moving."
Yo, disrespect my nigga like that. Tell about
oh man, he's still alive somewhere, man. He's just hiding, man.
Turn that nigga into some Rockaware shorts.
Wow.
Hell no.
The Rockaware jean combo. That was hot back in the day, though.
Yeah, with the folded up the cuff crease.
Dude.
Come on, bro.
Yo, Rockaware cut the check, bro.
y'all got a bunch of current teenagers and shit that don't know what the hell y'all talking about right
now. Hey, look up Fubu Platinum and Rockaware, and look up folding your jean cuff inside out.
Oh no!
I watch how they laugh at your goofy ass.
every motherfucker who lived in the 90s wore that shit at least once.
Oh, of course.
Bro. I ain't had shit. I was broke.
Damn.
But you still folded your pants though?
Oh.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, boy, I'll find a picture on Facebook right now.
You said what?
I said, you lying. I'll find a picture on Facebook right now. Jeans cuff.
Bet.
I just wanted to take a moment to interject and point out how super thick Nana Shimura was. Bruh.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Strong ass.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, homegirl cut, dude.
She's definitely like that swole chick from One Punch Man. The fucking gold medal Olympus chick.
Oh, I think.
Hey, y'all see how buff that nigga Gran Torino is?
Oh yeah, dude.
I was already knowing.
My God, the years did that nigga bogus.
Hell yeah, I do not know how that nigga got so damn small. It turned his ass into a fucking Teletubby.
Bro, you on a disrespectful move with that.
Wow.
But am I wrong though?
Yeah.
I can't disrespect Gran Torino like that. I can't.
Bro, I swear.
It's like they basically decided to combine his genes with fucking grape juice. They said, huh?
Wow.
Yo, low key, Gran Torino grape juice's daddy though?
No.
He got to be a granddaddy.
Don't disrespect that. Don't disrespect the nigga Gran Torino like that.
I think that's a legit theory right there.
See, now you hyping this man's head up just so he can get some respect on grape juice.
Please tell me Gran Torino ain't the granddaddy of grape juice, please.
Hey, wait, put it this way.
So basically, we're saying that his genes are the opposite. So Gran Torino started off swole as fuck, and then as he got older, he started to shrink down to a small dude size. Grape juice started off small, and when he gets older, he's gonna be this swole ass dude.
Come third year, grape juice gonna be buff as shit.
No, dude. Oh god.
For what purpose though?
Hey, okay, but they can have similar fighting styles. So, like, don't you know how he be bouncing all around everywhere with his jet boots? Grape juice could do that with his hairballs.
Oh god, no. Oh god, no.
I could see it coming.
I'm done. All right, we need to move on from that one.
Any other interesting things from the chapter? I mean, I like how they.
No, definitely. The very end. I mean, we got to talk about that real quick.
Okay, but real quick before we get to that, I just want to put a little respect on this bald head lariat dude. I thought he was gonna be a lame, but he do kind of look cool using his power like on some Spider-Man shit. I thought that was kind of cool. It do make Black Whip seem even cooler, even though we already knew that's how it was gonna be used, like Spider-Man. I'm just pointing it out. Still pretty sick.
I don't know. He kind of gives me vibes from Buddy, who was the head of the Resistance. Can't remember his name. The one that got dropped by.
You're not talking about
What you talking about, Redestro?
Yeah, Redestro. He kind of gives me Redestro vibes with the way his power looks.
Oh, really? I thought you was just saying because he bald head.
Oh no, hell no. That nigga Redestro definitely had a fucking 5 head, 6 head.
With that yeah, let me have that Vegeta cup, bro.
Big facts.
I don't know. I mean, oh, you talking about the like the full stress armor thing? That's probably what you're talking about, right? As far as the coloring goes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could slightly see that.
I could see the nigga trying to like reuse it to like wrap the whips around his body and try to make it into an armor or something like that. Assuming that those things are kind of indestructible.
Yeah, well, I mean, if anything, it's definitely like pure energy. So, who knows? It depends on like how strong they want to say these whips really are, I guess. But
I mean, would you say that they're made of the same material that that bird homie Shadow is made from?
Ooh, that would be a pretty big plus if it was. That'd be tough to say right now. I don't know. I feel like we would need to see that animated to really tell.
Yeah, for sure. One last thing I was gonna throw out there is so this is something I've been saying for a while where I was saying, hey, because we're so used to the idea of the main character's power being like this special thing, and I kind of like what they did here, and it's like, oh, actually, this quirk not that special. It's just kind of been cooking for a while, and I was gonna say like, yeah, I remember I was saying how I think that Todoroki's double quirk of having like both his mom and his dad's quirk is more OP than One for All because effectively it got near limitless potential or power output. Whereas One for All, as we starting to see, is like, it really ain't get cold until All Might. You know what I'm saying?
True. Mm-hmm. No, I mean those are like complete facts. I mean, it's pretty much exactly as you said. It's been cooking. Like the first or even like the second or even the third user of One for All was pretty much trash from what we're seeing. So
I mean, but then again, we do also have to remember that the it gets more powerful the more that it passes on to a new person.
But at the same time, though, quirks in general get more powerful the longer they go. So, like with that logic, I don't think One for All is ever gonna become like dumb overpowered because I think quirks just gonna get stronger based on the lore of the universe with this quirk singularity thing. Because now you go from having niggas that can just float to niggas that can shoot endeavor fire and then cool themselves off all in the same movement. You know what I'm saying? Like Bakugo ass niggas that might be able to blow cities up with his hands in the future.
Like for example, if Uraka had a kid or whatever, she'd be able to. That kid could potentially be able to like lift the whole building or a whole fucking country or some shit.
Right. So that's why I'm like, yeah, One for All getting stronger, but yeah, by the lore of the universe, so is every quirk. So this shit kind of effective.
To me, I think that's a little debatable because like all you would really need then technically is just for more time to pass and for it to finally reach where a person naturally gets a quirk that could somehow balance just the OP-ness of One for All's just strength, power, and speed increases, right? Like all you would need is like I don't even like some kind of quirk, just be like you can endurance like any kind of physical stress or something, right? Because then if you could like come out the womb being able to use 100% of One for All, I mean, like what? I mean, then you pretty much just OP from the jump, right?
Right. Or like somebody like Aerie. I think Aerie is a perfect example.
Oh,
like, let her get trained up. She's probably gonna body One for All no matter what. Like, oh, you super strong. Well, now you don't have a quirk anymore, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's motherfuckers out there being born as we speak that will probably body All Might when they get older, of course.
True.
But yeah, as Jugga was saying at the end though, that little talk, that one panel that says
that's kind of huge. I mean, like I didn't really even know like what to really think of this. That day, heroes vanished from the city. Excuse me? Like,
oh, you know what it is, my boy ready. It's 4 months. Everybody thought it was sweet. He. Let's sip some tea. No, he said, "Hey, in 4 months, I'm getting rid of Hero Society." Yeah, hey, give an extra hand to the MVP of the year, my nigga Tomohiro Shigaraki. And January 26, 2020, this nigga shutting shit down.
I'm gonna say, don't believe the hype. It's just a fucking jutsu. Somebody hit the whole town on some jutsu. Wow. Everybody thinks that all the heroes are gone, bro. No, y'all just under the fucking.
Think, but I mean, even still, though, like, think about how strong of a statement this is, though. That day, heroes vanished from the city, aka now one hero was seen on this day. Like,
are they? But are they saying that all heroes, or are they just saying that some heroes? Because
they
said
heroes.
Okay, well, hold up. You're right. Wait a minute.
They say heroes. They don't give no title. That means if you a hero, your ass gone.
Nah, nigga. That's not saying all heroes.
You know,
like
I think
that's like for example saying people vanished from the city. Like they're not saying that all people. It's just like some people vanished. Unknown number of people.
If we put this into another anime's perspective, like let's say this was overlooking Konoha, and it said on that day ninjas vanished from the city, we wouldn't be saying maybe some. Maybe we'd be like, damn, all the ninjas gone, bro. Come on, that city look empty to me.
Nigga, that's how the city always looks.
All the heroes gone. Check it out.
You sounded like heroes are always flying around the fucking skyline and some shit.
We got 7 days. In 7 days, we gonna see who the true Goofy is, Gramps. You hate my boy. You hate my boy, Tomohiro Shigaraki. He really down, bro. It's his birthday.
You really try to nominate me in the beginning of the fucking year, huh?
Hey, on this day, I'm gonna say on January 26th, I nominate Gramps because this nigga was hating on that nigga Tomohiro Shigaraki, knowing he was about that action.
Now, how goofy would you be if it wasn't him that actually made all the heroes vanish?
Hey, shit, my nigga put it in. He set that mentality into motion. So
wow. What?
Was it him or was it Stain though? Pretty sure Stain was real. Stain was the real one that acted as a catalyst for all this shit going down.
Stain a cluck with a sword. They got beat up by some kids.
Yeah, but he was a motivational cluck.
Ooh. Think about what that sound like, bro. Me, I was motivated by this cluck ass nigga Stain. Man, I can't fuck with Stain. Hey, I just want to throw one thing out there though. Y'all peep how they time skip though, so I was right this whole time.
Oh, pause. Really?
What?
You see that 3-month time skip, bro? Hey.
Yeah, I see a time skip after the year ended.
I ain't trying to hit it. But did I say there was gonna be a time skip though?
I mean, everybody knew that there was going to be a time skip. Nobody knew when the time skip was going to be.
You see how he hating on me? I finally get the time skip.
Okay. Wait, Gramps. In his defense, though, technically, even if you want to be this, like, again, technical with a time skip, there was already one when effing Todoroki, Deku, and effing Bakugo was training with Endeavor, right? There was technically, like a week time skip?
Boom.
True.
So, I mean, like, if he wants to be petty about this, which I guess is player
petty
5.
about all things. So you already know the answer to that. Yes, I do.
Oh, God. Then yes, there's been, looks like a little couple very minor time skips here.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to hear I was right. I'm happy.
What?
Off that happiness.
Hey, if y'all want to go about that, then fucking every arc is gonna have a time skip.
Talking about, we can see this nigga sleeping, so they time skip.
They sleeping. Time skip.
Y'all niggas so straight dirt. Yeah, he got more powerful overnight while he was sleeping. That's a time skip.
Time skip. That strong 7-hour time skip, bro.
Y'all want to rate it?
Yeah, let's rate it.
Yeah, Lord.
I'll go ahead and start. Honestly, I gotta give it. I'm gonna go lit minus, and the reason being,
Whoa, wait, pause. Did I just hear you right? You say lit minus?
Yeah, this is just me. Reason I give it a lit minus is because my favorite aspects of stories are always like story building and stuff like that, and I feel like this chapter, a lit minus in comparison to the rest of the arc, I should say, because like compared to the rest of the rest of the arc is kind of dry, and then this isn't like action packed or anything, but it gives me information that I wanted to know. I always wanted to know All Might's master's quirk. I'm happy Deku is getting more powers. It gave us a lot of information as far as like theory building, and then also it's setting up what's about to happen. Like we know when they come back, we're about to see what's been cooking for this past couple chapters. You know what I mean? So I guess a lit minus is maybe me being a little thirsty. What would we say is a step below lit minus?
Decent as hell plus.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, decent as hell plus. I'll give it decent as hell plus off the foreshadowing and the building. And I like the fact that they were talking about second years. Like I've been waiting to see them in their second year for so long. Like there was a lot of little things that made me happy.
Wow. I didn't think you give it that hard. I'm gonna give it a decent plus. Pretty much for the same reasons, just not as hype. I'm glad that it looks like the powers that Deku's about to receive from the other One for All users aren't going to be as strong as I thought they were. So that's good. To me, I think that's real good. That could help balance him out compared to the side characters. It maybe won't put as much as much shine on Deku as I thought they were going to give him, and it still gives them a hope for the other like 1A and 1B characters. And I'm also glad that the story's starting to like move too, because like that day the heroes vanished from the city, that's gonna be a big deal. Like maybe we're gonna finally really see these villains start moving, and see Shigaraki put in some work again.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so I was gonna give it a decent as hell just because they showed All Might's master.
Yeah.
See?
But that's
the only one off the hype, bro.
Bro.
She
was out there killing the game, bro.
And
that's all I'm saying. Out there killing the game. But also in all seriousness, I'm glad that they didn't try to drag on this little student interaction bullshit, kind of like when they did with the holidays or whatever, wasting whole chapters and shit. They're actually, when us quickly get to this action. So, relative to a lot of the other chapters in the past, this is definitely much better since they're not dragging us on. So decent as hell.